Topic number one. As you guys know, the Philadelphia Eagles are playing the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. If you have been living under a rock, you know this by now, right? But people have been, to say the least, this is going to be the worst Super Bowl ever. This is going to be the least watched Super Bowl ever. This is going to hurt the NFL by having these two teams in the NFL or in the Super Bowl. First off, stop. Stop it with that. This will not be the least watched Super Bowl ever. Let's just be honest. This will not hurt the NFL. Let's just be honest. But I can see where you people are coming from, right? I can see why you guys are saying what you're saying. We do have the two most hated teams in this big game, meaning the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Right now, they're the biggest two hated teams in the NFL. Let's just be flat out honest. But the reason is why is because we wasn't really looking forward to both these teams being good. I don't know. But whatever, guys. But I can see why the fans are upset. But let me ask you guys this question. Do you guys think that people want to see the Philadelphia Eagles win or the Kansas City Chiefs lose? Which one do you want to see in this game more? Do you want to see the Eagles victory or the Kansas City Chiefs lose? What is the biggest rooting aspect of this game? When I think about this, and when I was proposed this question by my man Carson, I was like, damn, that is tough. That is tough because if you guys think about this, the Philadelphia Eagles are probably one of the most hated teams in the NFL. Let's just be flat out honest. When you think of top 5 most hated teams in the NFL, number 1 is going to probably be the Dallas Cowboys. Number 2 is going to probably be the New England Patriots. And then number 3 is probably the Philadelphia Eagles, and then the 49ers, and then probably the Kansas City Chiefs. So 2 of the top 5 most hated teams in the NFL are in this game. Not only that, right? Not only that, the Kansas City Chiefs are going for a three-peat. They're going for their 4th Super Bowl in 5 years, right? They are on a mission from God. They got their sunglasses on, a half a pack of smokes, a half a tank of gas, and they rolling. 3 Super Bowls in a row. Hell, in the last 3 seasons alone, the Kansas City Chiefs have 40 wins in 3 seasons. 15, 11, and 14. Hell, the last 3 seasons, the Philadelphia Eagles have been to 1 Super Bowl, and they won 39 games in 3 seasons. These have been the 2 most successful teams over the last 3 to 5 years. Let's just be flat out honest. And guys, the reason why people hate these teams, the reason why they hate the Chiefs, the reason why they hate the Eagles, the reason why they think this is going to be the least watched Super Bowl ever is because people hate winners. As simple as that. They hate winners. The Kansas City Chiefs, 40 wins in the last 3 seasons. Philadelphia Eagles, 39 wins in the last 3 seasons. Kansas City Chiefs going for their 3rd Super Bowl in a row. The Philadelphia Eagles were just in the Super Bowl just 2 years ago. So guys, let me ask this question. What do you want to see in this game more? Do you want to see the Kansas City Chiefs lose more or the Philadelphia Eagles win more? Do you want the Eagles to stop history or do you want the most hated fan base out there in the Philadelphia Eagles to lose? What do you guys want? Me personally, I would rather see the Kansas City Chiefs lose, right? Because I don't hate the Eagles, but I don't like the Eagles either. I just don't want the Eagles to win the damn Super Bowl. So if I have to pick one, I would rather see the Kansas City Chiefs lose, right? Actually, let me renege on that. Let me waffle around. On this Waffle Tuesday, it's not Waffle Wednesday, Waffle Tuesday here, let me waffle around the answer, and I would rather see the Philadelphia Eagles win this game. Because I feel if the Kansas City Chiefs lose this game, there is going to be a lot of controversy around said thing. There is going to be a lot of probably shooting themselves in the foot, like a lot of bit of this and a lot of bit of that, right? So I would rather see the Philadelphia Eagles win, play a perfect, flawless game, beat the Kansas City Chiefs at their best, right? And I want to see the Philadelphia Eagles win this game. So if you guys had to choose one, Kansas City Chiefs loss or Philadelphia Eagles win, what would you rather see in this game? I'm picking the Philadelphia Eagles. John says TB12 is going to turn around Vegas into a winner. That's a false statement. Laura says KC jersey is ready to be worn on Sunday. John says Kelsey Bowl 2. This is not a Kelsey Bowl 2. Jason Kelce retired after that Super Bowl loss. And honestly, John, that's probably why in 2022, this was not one of the most hated Super Bowls out there, right? Was because we had that underlining story of Travis Kelce versus Jason Kelce. Like, we had the Mama Kelce aspect of it, doing the coin flip and wearing the split jerseys and all, and like all that stuff, right? There was a lot of storylines around that whole Kelce warm-hearted story stuff now. Now, maybe if Jason Kelce was still on the Eagles roster now, right? Maybe if it actually was a Kelce Bowl 2.0, maybe if it actually was another heartwarming story, this may not be the most hated Super Bowl ever. But I think it's, since Jason Kelce's not in there, this is the most hated Super Bowl ever. I think it is. I think it is what it is. Laura says, no, I've had a Larry Johnson in my closet for years. No, I know. Larry Johnson, let's go, LJ, baby, LJ. And Laura says, I want to see both teams take that L. Well, Laura, we know that cannot happen. We know that both teams cannot take the L. So what would you rather see more? The Eagles win or the Kansas City Chiefs lose? What do you guys want to see more? There's no waffling around today, Laura. We need a nice, direct answer. Me personally, I would rather see the Philadelphia Eagles win as a Chiefs fan, right? Josh says the Eagles have one of the worst fan bases in America. Josh, I think you are correct. Like, Big Jim, right? The CEO of the Pigskin Pundits, he is from Philly. And he says those fans suck. And honestly, every time I get on TikTok or YouTube Reels or Instagram Reels or like YouTube Shorts and stuff like that, and I see people talking about the Philadelphia Eagles, they always try to exclude people that are not from Philly, right? They always try to exclude the people that are not born into this Philly green, right? Like, they hate people that try to jump on their bandwagon mid-season. They hate people that are not born into the system. They hate people that are just not true blood, die-hearted Philadelphia Eagles fans, and it's absolutely ridiculous, right? But they do have one of the worst fan bases as far as, like, now, they have a loyal fan base, and they will protect their own, but if you are an outsider, they hate you, right? They hate you. So, is that the worst fan base ever? Probably, but they're definitely one of the most hated teams in the NFL. My man WB Anderson in the chat says, what's up? What's up, Ant? What's up? What's up? What's up, man? John says, let's just hope Mahomes' knees hold out. Mahomes doesn't have knee problems. He has ankle problems. It's the left ankle. Let's just hope his ankle does hold true, right? Get that ankle in check and let's go, baby, right? John says KC is going to three-peat. John says, hey, I'm rooting for the Eagles. I'm hoping the Eagles win, but let's just be honest. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to three-peat and they're going to make history. Okay, John. Okay. But then he turns around and says, go Eagles. My man. And Seth said he would rather see the Kansas City Chiefs lose than the Eagles win. Why? Right? Why would you rather see a chance of history get beat and then let a team like Philadelphia Eagles win? Now, let's see, like, that's the bias in me coming out a little bit. Like, why would you want this team to win when this team compete history when it's my team? Right? That's a little bit of bias. Let's step back a little bit. Let's slow it down, baby. Right? Seth, I value your comment. I see your comment, and I understand why you want to see the Kansas City Chiefs lose. Right? I definitely see that. And Ant said, my boy got a clean shave, and I want the Eagles to win. Tired of Kansas City. Listen, Ant, this was a mistake, my man. This was a Sunday night board. Why we don't have Sunday night football on NFC Championship week, I don't know. Ridiculous. I was trimming the old beer up. I didn't like the way it looked. Started trimming a little bit more. I was like, man, I look like an Amish fuck. I was like, she gotta go. She gotta go. But yeah, Ant wants the Eagles to win because he's from that Philadelphia area. He is in that whole corridor, Maryland, Baltimore, Philly, Pittsburgh area right there. So root for your hometown team, right? Alpha Rob said, I'd rather see the Eagles win. Alpha Rob just doesn't want the Chiefs to have any more success. Alpha Rob wants the Kansas City Chiefs to make it to the Super Bowl, have that Super Bowl hangover, and be a first-round exit next year, so his Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen can finally get over that hump and finally start losing 4 straight Super Bowls yet again. That's why Alpha Rob wants the Eagles to win. Laura says, Kansas City has to win. I hate the Eagles. Okay. Listen, Laura, I respect your opinion. I validate your opinion. I'm trying to use the whole validate and support you, but go Chiefs, baby! Let's go. Seth said, let me be very, very clear here. I am a Denver Broncos fan, and I hate the Kansas City Chiefs. Listen, Seth, this is why the AFC West is such a great division, right? This is why the AFC West is by far the best division and the most rivalries in the NFL. Yes, I see the Browns versus Steelers, or like the Ravens versus Steelers. I see that. But from top to bottom, everybody in the AFC West hates everybody equally, right? I hate the Raiders. I hate the Broncos. I hate the Chargers. And just like you, Seth, you hate the Chiefs. You hate the Raiders. You hate the Chargers. So, Seth, twice a year, we can hate each other. But for the rest of the year next year, we are going to hate on the Chargers and Raiders each and every week. Let's go. West Philly Black is in the chat. It says the Eagles have a way better roster and they will win the game. West Philly Black, you are absolutely correct. If you go from top to bottom, from receivers to linemen to quarterback play, if you go on paper, yes, the Philadelphia Eagles have the better roster. They have the better receiver core. They have the better running backs. They have the better offensive line. They have the better defensive front, linebackers, secondary. Secondary might be a little questionable, might be a toss-up. But the Kansas City Chiefs have Patrick Mahomes, the best quarterback, the best situational quarterback in the playoffs and Super Bowl era, I should say. Patrick Mahomes elevates everybody on the Kansas City Chiefs roster, and that cannot be explained on paper, right? Just like when the Giants beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl twice. Yes, the Patriots were by far the superior team. They were by far on paper should blow them out of the water. But game is played on and between the white lines for a reason, right? And that is why we love the NFL game. It's not scripted. It's not rigged. Stop. But yes, West Philly Black, I do agree. On paper, the Philadelphia Eagles have the better roster from top to bottom. You are 100% correct. WBS says the Kansas City Chiefs fans are no better. No offense to Buck. The Kansas City Chiefs fans do have those couple bad apples, right? Just like every fan base, right? They do have those bad apples, and there's some of them that love their teams to death for whatever reason, right? And honestly, that team could care 2 shits less if you buy their jersey, whether you support the team or whatever, right? But those teams will kill for that team for whatever reason, and those few handful of fans always give said fan bases bad raps, right? The Eagles fans shooting the gun in the air, right? The Casey Wolf robbing the banks, going to all those games, right? Those few bad apples do give the rest of the fan base a bad rap. But, and I can tell you this, if you ever come to Arrowhead Stadium and you are going to the game and you are wearing an opposing team jersey, 90% of the fans, actually I'd probably say 95% of the fans will welcome you over to their tailgate. They will open up a beer for you. They will offer you some food, and they will have you a really, really good time. Going to a Philly game, I can say that is not the case. Now, there were some of them that were friendly, like, hey, nice to be here, well, whatever, yada. But I'd say probably majority of them, probably 50% or 60% of them kind of stuck up their nose at you, said, fuck you. They were very, very hatred toward the people. But yes, I do agree. Every fan base has those certain amount of people that are just asinine and ass 10, right? They're stupid. John says, I'm hearing Buffalo fans are unrefined as well. I have not been to a Buffalo Bills fan or to a Orchard Park, but judging by the videos that we see, I feel like they would be very, very welcoming too, right? But I don't know. We plan on going to Orchard Park next season. JM says the AFC West is trash except for Kansas City. JM, as you are correct, the Broncos are trash. The Chargers are trash. The Raiders are trash. However, when the AFC West plays the AFC West, throw those records out the window. One team can be 16-0 and the other team can be 0-16. Throw the records out the door, out the window. You're going to get the best matchup you can. JM says they're just like the NFC South. Not even close. Not even close. Derek says, go halftime show. Give me some Kendrick. Seth says, let's go, Bucks. Screw the Raiders and Chargers. Exactly. LV4, whatever. Suck it. Suck it. And John says, just the way we want. There we go. RN4L. Raiders Nation for life, I guess. That's